So welcome to another episode of the Soulful Side of Life with me, Portee. It has been a few weeks since I have published a podcast episode. I need to take a break. I had Cannes Film Festival mid-May, and then I got home and I was so exhausted, and I thought, let me take a few weeks off from the podcast to refuel, recenter, and come back with some rest and some really good interviews. So picking back up with the Soulful Side of Life. So you're going to love today's podcast interview with Youssra Nichane. She is a Moroccan jewelry designer. The name of her brand is Dihyan. And I've been following Youssra for several years now on Instagram, and I thought she would be somebody fascinating to interview. She's the second jewelry designer that I've interviewed here on the podcast, and she's got a unique story. Youssra she's Moroccan by heritage. She has lived in Paris, she's lived in New York, and it was during COVID that she decided to launch her own jewelry brand, Dihyan, and it has impacted and touched the world. She has been featured with Fashion Trust Arabia. She has clients around the world, and this is a 7-year-old brand that she launched during COVID, and she is making gains with it already. And so we dive into what inspired her, what propelled her, what was her aha moment to wanting to launch her own jewelry brand. We talk a little bit about the importance of Moroccan heritage and how it has shaped her as an entrepreneur. And she talks a little bit about what we can expect coming out of the brand for the rest of the year. She has exciting news that she shares, an opportunity that has taken her to London for the next year. So enjoy this podcast episode. I'm really hoping that people who have an entrepreneurial spirit and who haven't gone out there and launched something of their own will be inspired to just do it. And that's what Youssra's advice was. You just have to go out there and you have to do it. You'll never know if you're going to be successful at something unless you just do it. And I'm just inspired by Arab women who are out there today launching their own businesses, from Moroccan women to Saudi women to Lebanese women, and just women in the whole Middle East region who are entrepreneurial and who are showing the rest of us women around the world that you can start a brand and you can focus on your passions and desires to be entrepreneurial. So enjoy this podcast episode. I hope that it will be a blessing to your life and that it will inspire you to go and launch and do your own thing. Youssra, thank you so much for taking the time to join the podcast today.
Thank you, Ali, for inviting me and for allowing me to share the story of my entrepreneurial journey of my jewelry brand.
Yeah, and I can imagine it's not easy to start a brand. And I'm just curious, what was little girl Youssra like?
Well, I agree with you that it's not really easy to start, but the most important thing is to start.
Yeah.
Starting is really, it's the hardest thing and the most important. And once we start, I think everything else comes naturally. But to answer your question, the little Youssra, I think we always know, like in the bottom of our hearts, something would happen for us, or we are destined to do something. And I remember a memory when I was 7 years old, a very precious memory of a Moroccan ceremony, and I was wearing all this Moroccan jewelry, and I felt like a princess, and I knew inside me that I will have something very I will have something strong with jewelry in my life. And And at 35 years old, I realized that what I had in my mind at 7 years old, well, finally came back.
Yes. Do you come from a family of jewelers?
Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. So I come from an entrepreneur family. I've always worked in the business side. And at 35 years old, I decided to follow my passion and to do something that I always loved to do, but I never dared.
Mm. Wow. Does it take a certain kind of personality to be able to have a jewelry brand?
I think it certainly takes determination and courage also to step out from a comfort zone
Mm.
and start something that is like that we're not familiar with.
Yeah.
So yes, but it's a very beautiful journey and it's worth it.
Yeah. Did you work for a jewelry brand before launching your own, or you just launched it?
No, not at all. So I was working in the family holding before launching my jewelry brand, and I started my jewelry brand without any artistic training.
Wow.
It was during COVID, during the lockdown.
Mm.
So I started by taking drawing classes, and then I realized that I knew how to draw. It was
Mm.
just in me. I just needed to practice it. And of course, like now that I talk about it, it can seem easy, but it's like a long journey. But yeah, I started out of passion, but of course, I worked hard. And for me, was my jewelry brand is a Moroccan jewelry brand that promotes Moroccan craftsmanship. So for me, it was very important to work with the best artisans in Morocco. So one of the most important parts of my journey was to find the artisans with whom I was going to work. And I was lucky enough to find uh, amazing artisans that I'm still working with now, 7 years after, that are like my family. And yes.
Wow, that's fascinating. And talking about Morocco, you bring the Moroccan heritage to your style. When I see your pictures on Instagram, the things that you wear, it's Moroccan in design. What does it mean to you to be Moroccan?
First of all, thank you for noticing this and for asking this question,
Of course.
because I am a very proud Moroccan woman, and I'm always very proud to um, to share our beautiful traditions, culture, craftsmanship, because it's so rich, it's so
Mm.
colorful, it's so beautiful, and Morocco is already like very like part of our traditions and culture is already very like known internationally because Morocco is a country that is a lot visited. We have
Mm.
millions of tourists every year, and but I always try through my work, through my journey, through my travels, through my network all over the world. I always try to like to put it more in light, let's say.
Yeah, yeah. Um, how does the Morocco influence how you move through life? Like, what I'm asking is, how does, like, whatever the spirit of being a Moroccan is, and like for me, every experience I've had with a Moroccan is great hospitality. Like Moroccans are so kind, very hospitable. I think it goes back to what you were saying, all of the resorts and the nature, like people go to Morocco and Moroccans, I guess, have just learned how to be very good at hospitality. I'm curious if, like, any does hospitality affect how you move through life because it is kind of like the bedrock of being Moroccan?
Thank you, Ali, for your kind words regarding my country and Moroccans. And you are absolutely right because hospitality is part of us.
Yeah.
is how we grow up, is in every Moroccan house, every Moroccan home. It's who we are, and it's the generosity of heart, the generosity of uh, of um, of having over, of sharing our food, of sharing anything. So it's part of the Moroccan culture. So of course, it's part also of my story and of my education to share, to so yeah, so it's with great joy that I share not only my work or my like the beauty of our jewelry, but also like sharing like anything that is related to how we grow up, how, for example, we dress, how we put our jewelry with our kaftans, and also part of Moroccan culture is the wedding, or like the Moroccan ceremony. So when we have friends from overseas, so we are very happy to share. Like, oh, take this kaftan; it will go with this jewel, you know. So it's
Yeah.
part of our happiness also to like share this part of like our how we dress, how it's very important for us like to like put the Moroccan jewelry, and a lot of jewelry are inherited by girls from their grandmother and from their mother. So it carries stories, and it carries
Mm.
beauty of our grandmothers, like back in the time when we did not have like much as today, but they always find a way to be chic, to like know how to, you know. So it's
Yeah.
all of these things that
That
that's
make you
yes,
Moroccan, that, yeah, affect how you move through life. I'm
exactly.
curious, what was the aha moment when you knew it's time that I launch my own brand? And it's Dihyan. Am I pronouncing
Yes,
it correct? Okay, yeah. What
yes,
was
yeah.
that moment that you're like, it's time?
Well, I think uh, I never planned it, to be honest. I never planned it. It was during the lockdown, and to be honest, it was during a very personal, challenging period in my personal life. And I think I just said, "It's time is now. It's now."
Yeah,
And I was right, and it's completely changed my whole life. Like
yeah.
my entrepreneur journey changed my whole life. I became a woman I
Mm,
never thought I was.
mm,
I discovered so many things in my personality. I
mm.
discovered resilience. I discovered perseverance. I discovered that I can achieve things, and I
Yeah,
discovered. I discovered that I had also an artistic soul that I did not know I had. So yeah, it makes me also realize so many things about the woman I am, and my jewelry brand allowed me to become a woman I once admired, and I never thought I can be or I could be.
yeah, yeah. So it was COVID and you were working for your family and you
Yes,
were taking drawing classes. And then
yes.
was the next move like, okay, I'm gonna file the formal paperwork to launch a business and launch a website?
Yeah, so exactly. So once like I found how I can produce and how I can like put my imagination and transform it into reality. So once all this artistic like part was done, then I had like to start the business.
Yeah.
and and actually, to be honest, and I think each journey is different, but
Mm,
for my own journey started very small, from like mouth to ears. I started like with my group of girlfriends, but then, you know, it just like I was the first, let's say, uh, um Moroccan that like dared to like do a Moroccan jewelry brand that is not there is not high end jewelry because my brand is fashion jewelry. It's like silver dipped in gold with natural stones. So it was affordable jewelry, but luxurious. And that was the first time like was happening in Morocco because Moroccan jewelry is usually gold, emerald, rubies. It's heavy. It's very expensive. So me, my idea was to like make Moroccan jewelry affordable
I see.
and was like to make it as beautiful as it is, but to make it a little bit modern so we can wear it outside of big occasions, outside of big Moroccan ceremonies. So the results was Moroccan jewelry that kept like the heritage, the everything, but a little bit modern and affordable. So to be honest, at the beginning I produced 30 or 40 pieces. And I remember like the first time I sold, I said, oh my God, I sold. And then I remember very, very quick, like in 3 weeks, not even 2 weeks, I had sold everything. So I was like, yes, it's working. So like, I need to do more. So, but it started like this.
Yeah,
And
in
then,
a small way.
very small way. And then I created my website, and then I was finalist for Fashion Trust Arabia, and that's helped me a lot to make my brand more international and to make it seen, and like it helps me connect to like international designers, and it opens many doors to me. And then of course me when I am like perseverant, so I wanted to make this brand international, so I would like travel and knock all doors, and like like I would like go everywhere and knock all doors to make it happen.
Yeah. And that's what is I think is probably one of the most important parts of being an entrepreneur is knocking on doors and
Exactly.
getting people to notice your brand, getting the name
Exactly.
out there. I think, all the other stuff is important, but getting your name out there and knocking on doors is probably most
Yes.
of the work.
Exactly. You are completely right, Ali. It's very, very important because but you have to go and to meet the people and to show what you are doing because they will not
Yeah.
come to knock at your doors and tell you what are you doing.
Yeah. And then you have to
So
tell them again and again and again. It's
yes,
not
you have to
always
be
just
very
once.
perseverant.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
I received many no's, but I kept like insisting and saying, no, you should try. You should. So, and I think that showing up, and not like not saying, oh, so I had a no, so it's a no. A no is never a no until you know it's a no.
Yeah. Or unless you accept the no, the first no.
Yes, exactly. But I think that going after what you really want and trusting your product and knowing that it has a chance. And then I think that when you have someone in front you that's really like when you make this message pass that my product is a good one, I trust it, I know what I'm doing, trust me. I think it helps.
It does. It does. You mentioned Fashion Trust Arabia, and Tanya, she's amazing. She's
She
great,
is,
she has vision, she believes in young
yes,
people.
absolutely.
How has Fashion Trust Arabia transformed or helped your brand?
Oh, it transformed it a lot. I think that Her Excellency Sheikha Al Mayasa and Tanya Fares and the whole team are doing incredible work for Arab designers because they have this incredible platform and they decided to like help Arab designers with like like helping them with anything that they can, like the mentorship, the once you are finalist, like you have access like to like all like the Fashion Trust Arabia network that really helps a lot, the mentoring, and even like off Fashion Trust Arabia, if like you ever like email Tanya Fares or any of the team, they would help you. They would like, no, they are really amazing.
Yeah.
They changed the trajectory of my brand.
Wow.
Yes, yes, and also I was also a finalist to a competition with Qatar Museum and the Maison Chaumet,
Wow.
and to design a tiara for Maison Chaumet. So I was a finalist, and that was thanks to Qatar Museum. And it was amazing because, like, I've never ever dreamed in my life that one day I can be seated at the same table than the creative director of Chaumet and design something like, and it's incredible. So I'm forever thankful and grateful.
Yeah, for the opportunities. What does
Yes.
Dihyan mean in Arabic?
So Dihya, it's the name of a Berber queen.
Mm.
Berber queen that used to fight for her lands.
Okay.
So it's a symbol of a strong woman. And it also means in Amazigh, beautiful woman. So it was strong and beautiful woman. And as I told you, I launched my jewelry brand through in a very difficult and challenging personal time in my life. So for me, it was very important to like that's my brand carry a message of strength and beauty because all women are strong and beautiful. So yeah, it was just like, and I thought it was beautiful and it sounded well. So yeah, so
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a unique name.
thank you.
What are some of the challenging challenges that jewelry is facing today, and how do you overcome any industry challenges?
Yes, so of course, so in personally in my jewelry brand, we value a lot sustainability and like responsible production, handmade. All of these things are so important to me and to the team. And of course, you face challenges every day because it's not easy it's not easy to like produce by hands a large quantity and to like keep the standards of the production with sustainability,
Mhm.
but we face it with a lot of strength, and we want it's the DNA of our brand. It's handmade in Morocco, sustainability, so it's very important. And of course, the other challenges is like to stay in the market because there are so many jewelry brands that are brought every day.
Yes.
So the one of the most important challenges is to stay, like is to like keep the brand like living, and this
Of
is also
course.
very challenging. But yes.
Yeah. Um, if a person were to come to you and ask you for advice on launching a jewelry brand, what advice would you give on how to be scalable and successful?
Well, I think like through my very humble experience, I think that as an entrepreneur, uh, first of all, it's really important to trust ourselves and to know that we have something to deliver and we will do it. Because it's
Mm,
we often tend to minimize this, but it's so important. It's very important. And then, of course, like to never give up and to like yeah, have this perseverance of like achieving our goals and to have like really very reasonable goals at the beginning, you
mm,
know, because it's step by step. And I think that all brands started somewhere small. Of course, like each journey is different, but I think that at the beginning, to start with achievable goals, and it's very important because once you achieve them, you're like, oh, good, I can achieve this, so I can do more.
yeah,
So I think in my humble experience, that helped me a lot, like to just like uh, start with like um, yeah, realizable goals.
Yeah. Got it. I find for like creatives, the creatives need to have other things that inspire them. Like it can't just be, as a jewelry owner, brand owner, you can't just be focused on jewelry 24/7. Like you have to, a creative needs to be reading books or, I don't know,
Correct.
playing music or doing other things. So, what are some things? Are there any books you're reading or other hobbies that you have?
So, so me, I love music.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yes, I love music, and I think it's
What's your favorite kind of music?
well, I think I can go from classical Arabic to techno music.
Okay.
It depends.
Extremes.
Yes, it depends on the mood, but yeah, for example, I am very attached and I love, yeah, the classical Arabic music because it's something I grew up with and it stays with us. So it's really like when I am in the like in the creating, or when I am drawing, it really like helped me you know, be more creative, like
Yeah.
you know, very like classical Arabic music. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful love lyrics. The all like Kulthum. It's yeah, it helps me a lot.
Okay. Do
And it
you
makes
play
me
music?
happy. No, I
Okay.
don't play music. No.
Okay. Yeah. But I do find as a writer that I love movies. So I'm usually watching or listening to a movie every day, even if it's just playing in the background. Um, I love cooking and
Oh,
having these
amazing.
other hobbies really does, I feel it's a nice outlet to, the main thing that someone does.
Exactly, exactly. It is.
Yeah. So what is Dion doing this year? What can we expect to see coming out of the brand until the end of the year?
Yeah, we have so many projects and collaboration that I cannot talk about today. But as a person, I have a new chapter that is coming. Of course, my jewelry brand is always here, but I got accepted at Sotheby's Institute of Art
Wow, congrats.
in London to
Wow.
do a master, and I got scholarship merit.
Congratulations.
Thanks to Dihyan, thanks to my
Wow.
journey as thanks to my brand, I got a scholarship merit and a scholarship ed, both of them.
Wow.
Uh, and the funny thing is that I wanted to do this master before launching my brand 7 years ago, and I could not do it.
Wow.
And 7 years later, I said, this is the time. So I applied, and I'm so happy to be finally realizing one of my dreams, because I always wanted to do this master at Sotheby's. I think it's amazing.
Yes.
And having this scholarship was for me like an affirmation and a recognition of my work, because it was very hard. And I'm so proud because it was not easy to do it, to do my and yeah, I'm so happy, so happy.
Yes. Of
So in
course.
September, I'm gonna be starting my master at Sotheby's Institute of Art in London.
Wow. Is it a 1 or 2 year program?
It's a 3 semester program,
Okay.
and I'm very happy as an Arab woman and as a Moroccan woman to have had this scholarship, because for me it means a lot. It's never
Yeah.
about it's never about the amount of the scholarship. It's about this huge institution that is Sotheby's, recognize my work and allow and give me this prestigious scholarship. And all of these things is thanks to my jewelry brand and my perseverance and my career. And yes, so I'm very, very glad.
How wonderful. And you probably are going to be able to bring a lot more to the table in terms of discussion as an entrepreneur when you're in
Exactly.
class.
Yes, exactly. I'm so I'm very excited to to learn, of course, because I think there is no age to learn.
Of
I'm
course.
41 years old and I'm gonna be
You
doing
don't
this
look like
master.
it.
Ah, thank you, Ali. I'm 41 years old and I think there is no age to go back to school. There is no age to realize our dreams. And yeah, so I'm very happy to learn because there is no age to learn. And I'm very
Yeah.
happy also to share my experience as an entrepreneur, jewelry designer, and to share everything. Yes, I'm so excited for this actually.
Yeah, because you'll be able to bring a lot to the table from your
Oh,
other
thank you.
classmates versus if you had done this 7 years ago,
Thank
you
you.
wouldn't be
Yeah,
bringing as much to the table.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Last question. I'm
Yes.
38. What advice would you give your 38-year-old self?
Oh, I would say continue to dream.
Yeah.
Continue to dream because, and now I have the goosebumps because, and continue to manifest the
Yeah.
life you want, and not the life you have to live because of families or traditions or culture. Like I think that each person has the right to live the life they want.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I think dreaming is beautiful, and dreaming allows us to wake up and say, if I dream it, I can do it.
Yeah. That's true. That's
Yes,
true.
just continue to dream and to manifest and never settle for less.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm finding
Because
that.
yes, because everything you dream, you can have it.
Yeah. Yeah. With hard work
And
and perseverance.
yes, and no one can tell you what you can and what you can't do. Because I have been told many times that I cannot do anything. Many, many times.
Yeah. Well, you're proving those voices wrong because you're accomplishing so much.
Thank you
And
so much,
now you
Ali.
have this master's program that I can see you're so happy about.
I am very, especially in this very prestigious art school. For me,
Yeah.
it's such an achievement, and I'm so, so happy and proud. So happy.
Yes. Too bad it's not in New York because I could come
Oh,
visit you,
actually, they
but
have. Yes, actually, they have a program in New York also, Sotheby's.
okay.
So hopefully, maybe we will be going. But please, whenever you are in London, let me know.
I will. I will. I'm usually there every March, so
Oh,
um
please let me know
yeah.
next time.
I will. I will. But this has been great. I'm amazed by your entrepreneurial
Oh,
spirit that you went out there and you launched something that's beautiful and adding value to the world. And I
oh.
can't wait to see what you do with Dihyan and where it takes you.
Thank you so much, Ali, for your generous words. Thank you for taking the time to listening to my story. Congratulations for such a beautiful podcast. And thank you so much again for your time. I'm very happy to have shared my journey with you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I hope that you enjoyed this podcast episode and that you have found a soulful connection to the conversation. God bless you, and until the next episode, go bless somebody else.